Hey BoLS fans, we're back here today for another battle report here between my Imperial Guard and Neil's Necrons here. We're going to be running some a little bit different armies today. I'm going to be running my Genswick 77th here. I'm running one blob squad of 50 guys with 5 power weapons, 5 melt bombs, an embedded commissar with a power weapon, a priest with an eviscerator, and melt bombs if I remember right. I've got a heavy weapon squad with 3 autocannons, a heavy weapon squad with 3 las cannons. Got a veteran squad over here with 3 melta-guns and a chimera. I've got a special weapon squad over here with 3 melta-guns and a borrowed chimera from the blob. I've got 1, 2, 3 punishers. Then I have a platoon command squad with 2 melta-guns. I've got a company command squad with 2 melta-guns, 2 flamers, an officer of the fleet, and Strachan. And then I also have a Psycho Battle Squad and a Chimera with 7 Psychers and their Overseer. And I've got a bunch of Chimeras running around, no upgrades on them. And let's see what Neil's playing. Tell us, Neil, what do you got here?
Got 3 arcs. I've got 2 Annihilation Barges with Gauss underslung, 2 Command Barges with Gauss underslung, and I'm running the Traveler. And here's my Traveler that I'm using today. I've got 2 units of heavy destroyers that I've still yet to decide on what guns to put on them.
So you might say they're unarmed.
They are unarmed with lots of... Anyway, also some Immortals armed with Tesla. Unfortunately, chose Gauss. We've got Destruction Cryptics with everything except these 2 are Transmogrification with the Harp of Dissonance.
I expect full harp music and playing along the way.
Totally.
Is that everything?
That is everything.
Alright, well, we'll see what we're going to play and what we're going to deploy, and we'll get back to you guys at the beginning of the game. Alright, here we are pre-game. We're doing all 3 missions. We've got our 2 capture and control objectives, which is the blue objective, one there, and one tucked in that building way over there. And then we have our 5 seize ground objectives. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to have a nice little fight here in the middle going on. And I've deployed my big blob. Thank you, Guard FAQ. So there's our big blob plus my priest in there, plus my heavy weapons in the building, along with my special weapon squad and their borrowed chimera hanging out over there. I've won the role to go first. Neil has deployed just a single troop squad of Necrons over there, and everybody's holding everything in Dawn of War Reserve. So Neil's going to try and seize here, right into my models, but it's only a 5. So I'll be going first. We'll see you at the bottom of turn 1. I bet you it'll be a real barn burner. Alright, here at the end of the most exciting first turn here on Dawn of War, all my stuff came in. I kind of tried to ring them in where I think the action is going to happen with the Punishers, with my specialized chimeras of veterans and Psycho Battle Choir coming in. The only order I did is I ordered the blob to go to super ground. Can't remember what it's called, but they've got a 2-up cover save now. So we'll see what Neil can do on his turn 1. Alright, here at the top of Necron turn 1, he moved all his stuff on and took a kind of a ballsy move with some of his destroyers. He ended up having 2 die, but 1 came back when they passed their leadership, but nothing else could really roll at sight distance to see except, what's his name?
Enrique the Traveler.
The Traveler guy saw my Punisher and he decided that is a nice toy, I'm going to take it over. So he took it over and shot my blob squad with 29 shots. He got 11 hits, he did 10 wounds, but because I, expected them to be terrible, I made them go to super ground, so I only lost 1 guy. But so we put that trophy right there for him, that 1 guy he killed. So we'll see what I can do back now that we can actually see each other and on the battlefield here on turn 2. Alright, here at the end of my turn 1, you can notice the lack of heavy destroyers over there. I opened up with them with a Punisher and just shredded them. The other heavy destroyers, I made them leadership 3 and then killed 2 of them and they ran off, so that was kind of a jerk move, but whatever, you know, I don't like heavy destroyers, they're annoying anyway. So we've also dubbed this squad apparently the Hands Across America squad, as it holds 3 objectives. So not a whole lot exciting because I can't hurt his wall of armor 13, and we'll see what I can drum up on his turn 2. Here on Neil's turn 2, did quite a bit of shooting. He blew this up here by sweeping over it and punching it to death with his war scythe, and then took over the Chimera behind it, but still only managed to kill 1 guy. Shook this with some random shots. He intricately struck this 1 Punisher and then immobilized it later. Took the Punisher cannon off that one, so that was pretty exciting, but most of his other stuff, I was either in cover or I just made the cover save, so he did some damage to the vehicles, but not too much. And you know, what happened to that thing on top of the hill there?
Shut up.
Yeah, it's immobilized itself on the world's most destructive hill ever. So we will see what I can do on my turn 3 and see if we can get some real action happening here. Alright, so here on my turn 3, I continue to face a wall of armor 13 that a lot of my weapons aren't useful to. So, but I did manage to melt a gun, command barge here, and blow them up. But in the process, I blew up 3 veterans who caused them to break. Probably going to run off the table unless I roll very low. But he's down there on his own. And then over here, the special weapons squad melted guns shot up and killed that command barge. So now I got rid of both command barges. That's pretty handy. But we're kind of at a standoff where he can't get too close to me because I've got a million shots. And I can't really hurt armor 13 really at range, so we will see what I can do in the upcoming turns. It'll be Necron turn 3. Alright, here on Neil's turn 3, the Traveler got all up in the business of Platoon Command Squad, wiped him out. First time I've ever seen Necrons beat anything in close combat. Woo! He continues to take apart my Punishers. He can't kill them. He's taking the Punisher cannon off that one, taking the Punisher cannon and immobilized off this one. Immobilized, shaken, and taken its armor down by 2 on this one. Stunned and immobilized and everything to this one, but he just can't kill them. He's certainly taking them apart bit by bit, and made my las cannons go to ground. The other one tried to get down into assault but couldn't quite roll all the way through, so he's hidden in the building, and see if I can recover on turn 4. Well, the excitement continues here. My special weapon squad ran up and jumped out to try to hit these guys with the melta gun. I managed to get 1 hit and immobilized it, popped smoke, but I didn't blow it up. Blob squad tried to make an adventure of it to go kill the Traveler, and I did not get the required distance to assault him. All my other shooting, let's see, the autocannons didn't do anything, the las cannons didn't do anything. Can't hurt his army, so we will see what he can do up on his turn 4. Alright, so Neil took me apart pretty bad this turn. He wiped out that squad back there. He blew up a Punisher. He blew up this Punisher finally after 3 turns of entropic striking it. He walked over and blew up this one, and with a Tesla arc he blew up this. So it was a pretty bad turn. I'm looking in pretty bad shape. We'll see what I can do on turn 5. Maybe I can finally get some assaults or actually hurt one of his vehicles. Alright, so we had some excitement on turn 5. I shot the Traveler, did 2 wounds, and was able to finally assault him. I was also able to assault one of the barges and hit it with melt bombs and blow it up. Blew up but didn't kill anybody, and I pinned the squad inside, so awesome for that. And now we're all back in cover with my awesome, you gotta look at this amazing Hands Across America tour of coherency across the whole battlefield, holding a million objectives and otherwise being shenanigan-y. And went over here to contest it, did some other shooting. My las cannons continued to not hit, or to not wound a single thing. We'll see what Neil can do on his turn 5. Alright, here on Neil's turn 5, he shot at the blob, not really killing a whole lot of them. Shot a whole bunch of shots at the las cannons and broke them, and so the game did not end. We're going to turn 6, so the las cannons may get a chance to rally if they can stay on the table and Striking can order them. And we will see what we can do on my turn 6 in this nail-biter game. I'm probably down on kill points but up on objectives, so we're going to see what I can pull out. Alright, game on turn 6. We charged in and my melt bombs blew up an annihilation barge, and I killed the squad except for 1 cryptic who got back up. Strachan team got out and they rallied this las cannon. Thank you, random guard order. And also managed to do 2 wounds to this guy but still didn't kill him. And in case you're wondering, yes, these guys did go to ground, but then I used the order to get them back in the fight, so we're good on that. And I tried to use my psychic power to make that squad run off the table, and failed it. So I used it twice this game, and apparently leadership 9 is 50-50. We'll see what Neil can do on turn 6. Alright, down to a turn 6 nail-biter here. He did some more shooting that wasn't really important, except he wiped out the autocannons with the squad. What do they have?
Tesla.
Tesla, whatever's. They killed all them, so I thought he was going to win in kill points. Then he charged his Necron guy into my las cannon, who, because he doesn't have grenades, I did my 2 attacks and killed him. And there was a moment of triumphant jubilation, but then he rolled his ever-living, or whatever you rolled.
Yep.
You rolled at the end of the phase? Alright, end of the phase, he got back up, so I'm still down a kill point, but now the game is going to turn 7. So I'm winning on objectives, we're tied on the seized ground one, on the 2 objectives, and he's ahead by 1 kill point. So I really got to figure out what I'm going to do on turn 7, and this game just refuses to go down. Alright, my turn 7, the Cycle Battle Choir made these guys -7. And lost 2 out of them, but then I could not get enough casualties. I could not kill 3 guys. I only killed 2, so they didn't have to break. Blob Squad just held a bunch of objectives. I killed this little jerk back here who was causing problems. I had to shoot him, and Strachan was looking mean at him. So,
Punch the
exactly.
Dick. Punch in the dick.
Alright, so then it's now Neil's turn 7. We're going to see what we can do. We're tied on kill points, tied on seized ground. I'm winning on the objectives, but if he kills 1 kill point of mine, I'm going down. So we will see what I can do. Alright, so turn 7, there was a whole lot of fury for nothing until the last roll of the game. He wrecked this with, what is it called?
Eldritch Lance.
An Eldritch Lance?
Yeah.
Whatever, Necron chicanery. Blew up this vehicle, but the guys inside just wandered outside. Nothing special. So he wins on kill points, 9-8. I win on objectives like 1,000,000 to 1 because the blob is ridiculous. And seized ground is a tie because I can't do 1 more wound to that last squad to break him. So we end the game with a total tie, 1 objective each, and a tie on the other one. We probably would do victory points or something, but whatever. Armor 13 Necrons are hard to deal with, and blobs are annoying. So, alright, this is another battle report, and we'll see you guys next week.